he says that the priest had these metal plates, and after the stone was quarried, they would set the stone on these plates, and they had these wands. They would hit the wand and create a vibrational frequency that literally would lift the plate, and you could move the plate with the block, with the stone atop it, for one bow shot from an arrow, and then they would drop again, and then they would do it again until they were able to set all the stones in place. Now that's the myth from antiquity in terms of how they were constructed. Nobody really knows, because nobody's been able to really figure it out, because when you do the mathematics in terms of how all of this comes together, it's beyond our comprehension in terms of how all of these came together. Not only like how they fit into one another, but that they were able to actually lay cement in between the cracks so that you couldn't even blow a bubble of air through the seam of the blocks as they fit into one another. Yeah, right.
Repeat the question. Repeat your question. We didn't hear.
The place that you went to when you were down in Florida. She asked about that.
Castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could it be something celestial?
Well, I mean, when you look at how it was constructed, I mean, its significance, the fact, when I say that it's an actual scale of the hemisphere, I mean, it incorporates longitudinal and latitudinal coordinates. That means that the ancient Egyptians had an exact understanding of the shape of the planet.
Right.
And including the equatorial bulge that runs around the center of the world, and they knew about the depression at the poles. So I mean, these, the fact that it incorporates pi.
Right.
So when you look at the significance and what it is in terms of how it was constructed, I mean, it goes way beyond what it could be as a tomb. It's way more significant than that.
When you talk about its astrological components, how it connects with the Orion belt?
The Orion,
now you're talking about that as a
and also just the multiplication of its base 10 times its height gives you the exact number of miles from the Earth to the Sun.
And those numbers are very significant in the building.
Yeah. So, what is the purpose? Outside of what I just said, I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever I would give you in terms of their purpose would be conjecture. Just like everybody else.
Still say aliens.
Encrusted seashells off of the side of the pyramid, and after they were analyzed and carbon dated, what he said was that he believed that the Great Pyramid has been under the ocean twice. Right. He said that the Great Pyramid has been under the ocean twice. And when you do soil analysis of the alluvial soil around it, it supports that water once washed the base of the pyramid. So there's a lot going on with respect to the age. Shekan says that the Egyptians had the calendar by 4562 BCE.
Right.
And it takes thousands of years to map the movement of the stars to create a calendar. So if they had the calendar by then, I mean, the age of the pyramid goes much further back, which means the age of the civilization goes much further back. John Anthony West did research, with the Sphinx, and he puts the Sphinx at 22,000 BCE.
36,000.
So, go figure. The last flood, where we would say that water covered the earth, was 12,500 years ago. before then was 36,000 years ago.
Wow.
So, you know, do the math, figure it out.